Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two of the best. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. They're doing pretty well.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The numbers for Bell on the ground of the game last week. 15 carries, 64 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
On the carry.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
2 on the play. And this.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The pass intended for Christian.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly. and forcing incompletions.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming. Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations. And he can move it around a little bit, too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by Jackson. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Sean Jackson.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
2nd and 9 now. And he slings one that's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep, a former Golden Bear from nearby Cal, Deshaun Jackson. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
At their own.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
9-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Edwards-Helaire out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
2nd and 8.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Complete to Christian Kirk. An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Now he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Eagles.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him. Bill has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Operating from the gun, Allen, and his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again, Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
From the gun, Allen. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Throwing again. Allen. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
It's now second and 10 at the 30.
Allen will try again on second down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for them here. They have a first and 10 at the 18. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
For Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Incomplete.
Allen again here on second and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Bilal Nichols. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nichols set 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a fourth down.
Fourth down.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road victory. 34-28, the final score. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 28-24, the final score. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance
trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He was brought to give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 29, Allen, and the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Tie game, but they'll get excellent starting field position here to begin the second half.
And it's a starting field position that makes an offensive coordinator maybe bolder than normal. Maybe you want to take the big shot right now. Go for a big play and get their attention early, or even just run your offense because you feel good about where you are and a chance to move the ball downfield.
Yeah, maybe they go for the big play. Time to find out. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 22.
The 5-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is up.
His kick is
and it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Cody Barton on the stop.
think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Allen, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Allen. Wide open. It's Allen complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. operating from the gun. Allen. Right side caught by Jackson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. Second down and 5. From the gun, Allen, and incomplete.
Allen. Quarterbacks look all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's complete right around the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And this is...
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Bell, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Slant to Adams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll set up to throw. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
At their own.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Yard line.
Allen to throw. He hits Beasley right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Face mask. Defense. We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And a penalty's flagged down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
Andrew Whitworth, the longtime NFL vet, caught there. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
The 18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now the 3rd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Niners, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles...